Hello, welcome back. So we're now going to move back on to looking at the libraries in Book Creator, but this time we're going to look at the public library. So this is the library that you set up when you first signed in and created your account, and this is where you've got a little bit more flexibility because it gives you the option to share this library with others that you want to collaborate with. Now, it will also give the option to share with students. I'm not looking at students for this particular video, I'm just looking at it as if you're sharing with a colleague. So we're just going to go into the digital portfolio library, and as I mentioned in a previous video, you'll notice that this library has got the option for an invite code. This library has also got the cog in the top right hand corner with all the library settings. So we'll just pop back over there for a moment and just have a look at those settings. So this is what, if you share this library with others, this is what they will be allowed or not allowed to do. So they will be allowed to do a Google image search. So if they're creating a book, they'll be able to do a Google image search within that book. They'll be able to edit their own books. So if that was a student, then the student could edit their own book. But equally, if that was a colleague, they could edit their own books as well. And if that was off, then they would only be able to view their books, which wouldn't really be any use to you, I don't think. You'd really want them to be able to edit. So leave that on. Students can read each other's books, which is a really nice feature that I think is best being kept on, whether you're sharing it for professional development purposes as subject leaders, whether you're sharing it between classrooms, so you've got a class book that you want to share others to see from other classes, then you can leave that on, and then each class can see each other's books, which is really good for ideas and for examples. And then the last one is students can publish their books online. You might want to keep that off, and as the owner and librarian of this library, you would probably want to do the publishing yourself. You wouldn't want the guests on your library being able to publish their books. You might want to keep that under your own control rather than giving it to others. So that's really straightforward. So this library can be published online. We'll come back to that in a moment. So I've left all those settings on apart from the publish online. So I'm just going to close that now. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click the invite code. And it says very specifically that you're not to share this code using social media. Sorry, just down here. Don't share this code on social media, otherwise you're going to get all sorts of rogue people coming to join your library that you might not want. But you can share it with other students and teachers, and they'll be able to create books in the library and read each other's books. So that's fairly straightforward. There's then the message down here to expire this code. So if you don't want anybody else to join, then if you expire that code, then the people that are already members of your public library will still continue to be able to use it. But if you don't want anybody else to use it, then that code will no longer be valid, and you can't share it and use it with anybody else. You then simply copy this code. So I'm just going to highlight over there, right click even, and I'm going to copy that code. So then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sign out of my public library, and I'm then going to sign in as though I'm somebody else, as though I'm a colleague who I want to share this library with. So I'm just going to sign out of this, and I'm going to sign in again. Here we go. Just take a moment just to sign back in as another user for test purposes. And I'm just going to go back to my three little lines to see my dashboard so I know where I am. Okay, and I'm just going to go down here. Now I'm now a friend of the person who's the library owner. So, and the library owner has given me the code, and she wants me to join her library, and this is where you do it. So you just go down here, join the library. I'm going to enter that code that I copied previously, which is not going to let me do. Oh,